Explore 8 compelling data visualizations that highlight the biggest trends and milestones shaping the sports business landscape in 2024. From Caitlin Clark effect to NFL QB contracts. To summarize some of the major events that happened in the business of sports, here are 8 data visualizations that define 2024. As the media world has continued to evolve through social media and streaming, sports has remained a hot commodity. Ratings have fluctuated for live sports, but rights deals continue to shoot up as broadcasters recognize the added value they can extract from sports rights beyond the core viewership number, and that sports maintains a unique hold on monoculture. Those growing rights deals have a collateral effect, rising contracts for athletes. And this year, we saw some of the biggest deals in US history. To summarize some of the major events that happened in the business of sports, here are 8 data visualizations that define 2024. The WNBA had a banner year in 2024. Regular season attendance was up 48% compared to last year, while viewership was up 170% on ESPN and 133% on ION. While the league has gained momentum over the past half-decade, this year's success was undoubtedly due to the 2024 rookie class, particularly number 1 overall pick Caitlin Clark. 31 WNBA telecasts, including the All-Star Game, averaged over 1 million viewers this year, with 22 of them involving Clark. However, the rest of the league definitely felt the spillover from Clark's presence, as the WNBA Finals, which did not feature the Fever, pulled 1.57 million viewers over 5 games, up 115% from 2023. The quarterback market grew once again in 2024 after 6 quarterbacks received 9-figure deals: Kirk Cousins, Jared Goff, Trevor Lawrence, Jordan Love, Tua Tagovailoa, and Dak Prescott. Excluding Cousins, the one person in the group that moved teams, the new contracts represent 5 of the 6 highest contracts in the NFL in terms of average annual value. Prescott leads the way at $60 million per year. Patrick Mahomes still has the largest total contract in the league at $450 million over 10 years. It's impossible to talk about player contracts without touching on Major League Baseball. Shohei Ohtani's $700 million deal, which was reported in December 2023, was trumped a year later by Juan Soto, who agreed to a 15-year, $765 million deal with the Mets this month. Soto's deal does not have the deferrals included in Ohtani's deal, which reduced its current-day value, as calculated by MLB, to $460 million. The landscape of college football has changed significantly due to playoff expansion, conference realignment, the transfer portal, and the integration of new name, image, and likeness rules. Powerhouses, however, remain the most-watched programs. Georgia was by far the most-watched program this year, followed by Ohio State and Alabama. The list also shows the continued control of the Big Ten and SEC in college football. The Big Ten's media rights deal is worth $1.15 billion annually with Fox, NBC, CBS, and runs until 2030, while the SEC's deal is $710 million per year with ESPN until 2034. 5. NBA and MLB, Finals and World Series viewership. Viewership is always a hot topic. That was particularly true in the NBA and MLB. MLB recorded its most-watched World Series in 7 years after it was gifted a dream matchup between Shohei Ohtani's Dodgers and Aaron Judge's Yankees. The timing was great for baseball following last year's World Series between the Rangers and Diamondbacks, which was the league's least-watched World Series ever. MLB has also seen some positive momentum over the last 2 years in keeping fans engaged since instituting new rules like the pitch clock have helped cut down the length of games. On the other hand, ratings have been a sour point of the NBA this season. The league was facing double-digit percentage declines in viewership through the first 2 months of the season, but got positive news after recording an 87% year-over-year increase on Christmas. The total regular season number is now down to a decline of just 3%. NBA Finals viewership has dropped since a strong stretch between 2015 and 2018, when Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors faced LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers 4 consecutive times. Clark's impact on the WNBA began before she was drafted, as she drove history in the college ranks. The Women's College Basketball Championship drew 18.9 million viewers, 4 million more than the men's game, the first time in history the women's game drew more than the men's. The men's game drew 14.8 million viewers, its second lowest audience ever, ahead of only last year's contest. Clark and Iowa made back-to-back finals in 2023 and 2024, with last year's game against Angel Reese and LSU setting a then record of 9.9 million viewers. The Hawkeyes drew over 10 million viewers for their final 3 games, starting in the Elite Eight. All 4 tennis majors saw record purses in 2024, highlighted by the US Open, which had a $75 million purse, which was the most in the history of the sport. Men's world number 1 Jannik Sinner took home $19.7 million this year after winning the Australian Open, US Open, and the ATP Final, which on its own was a $4.88 million payout. The Paris Olympics delivered buzz and viewership that helped the event recover from viewership lows during the last Summer Games in Tokyo, which was marred by the COVID-19 pandemic. NBCU reported an 82% increase between the last 2 Summer Olympics, though the numbers are slightly inflated as this year's number was total audience delivery, which combined viewership numbers from prime-time windows in France and the US. Nonetheless, the numbers are a positive sign for NBCU, which, in 2014, agreed to a $7.65 billion deal for the rights to the Summer and Winter Games through 2032. Indiana Fever's dynamic guard Caitlin Clark is making the most of her WNBA off-season, striking a balance between honing her skills and savoring some well-deserved rest. While diligently training to elevate her game, the star athlete has also been spotted courtside, enjoying college hoops, as well as NBA and G League matchups with boyfriend Connor McCaffrey. However, the anticipation rose significantly this past Monday as Clark found herself invigorated by a social media post from the Fever. The team unveiled a video featuring fellow player Aliyah Boston showcasing her commitment to improvement through an intense workout. In the footage shared on Instagram, Boston's dedication was on full display as she engaged in various shooting drills and low-post maneuvers aimed at enhancing her offensive prowess. Clark couldn't contain her excitement and took to the comments to express her enthusiasm with a simple yet powerful statement, "Got me fired UP." Clark wasn't alone in her eagerness. Teammate Lexi Hull also chimed in, commenting, "Yes, m." The enthusiasm in the comments section continued to build, with fans echoing sentiments of excitement and optimism, one stating, "She legit can be MVP this year," while another added, "Special player, special person." Among the praises, one supporter couldn't help but highlight the potential for another thrilling season ahead, the league not ready for Year 2 CC and Year 3 AB. A fan even expressed gratitude, saying, "Looking forward to coming season. Thank you for a great season. Next one even better." Caitlin Clark's inaugural WNBA season was nothing short of spectacular, culminating in the Fever reaching the playoffs for the first time since 2016. However, it wasn't solely Clark's stellar performances that drove the team's resurgence. Aliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell also played pivotal roles in re-establishing the franchise's competitive edge. As the Fever look forward to building on an impressive previous season, all eyes will be on how Clark, Boston, and the rest of the roster respond in what promises to be another thrilling chapter for Indiana Fever basketball. Related, Caitlin Clark's Wilson basketball spotted by fan, with one minor mistake. In 2024, women's basketball experienced a transformative year, with standout performances from athletes like Caitlin Clark and Kate Martin. Photographer Bree Luerk, who has closely followed their careers from the University of Iowa to the WNBA, captured many of these pivotal moments. Reflecting on the year's significance, Luerk shared a heartfelt message on Instagram, expressing gratitude for the experiences and people she encountered. "I'm profoundly grateful for this past year, not only for the places it took me but, more importantly, for the people I encountered along the way. 2024 will forever be remembered as a turning point for women's sports, a revolutionary shift. To have been a small part of capturing that is a privilege I will always cherish." In response, Caitlin Clark, who was selected as the number 1 pick in the 2024 WNBA draft by the Indiana Fever, commented, "2025 let's get to it," signaling her enthusiasm for the future. Kate Martin, drafted 18th overall by the Las Vegas Aces, responded with supportive emojis, highlighting the strong bonds formed during their collegiate careers. Their friendship has remained steadfast, with Martin publicly supporting Clark's achievements, including her recognition as Times Athlete of the Year for 2024. Martin shared Clark's time cover on social media, adding, "The coolest," and commented, "You are beautiful." Clark's impact on the sport has been profound, elevating women's basketball to unprecedented levels. Her talent and passion have united communities, drawing fans together to celebrate the game. Reflecting on her journey, Clark remarked, "These people aren't supporting women's sports to check a box. It's going to be the new normal." As 2025 approaches, the anticipation for further advancements in women's basketball is palpable. With athletes like Clark and Martin leading the charge, the future of the sport looks promising, building upon the revolutionary strides made in 2024. In 2024, women's basketball reached new heights, marking a transformative era for the sport. The year was defined by the exceptional performances of athletes like Caitlin Clark and Kate Martin, whose journeys captivated fans across the globe. Photographer Brie Luerck, a close chronicler of their transition from the University of Iowa to the WNBA, played a vital role in documenting this revolutionary moment in sports history. Luerck, reflecting on the impact of the year, shared a heartfelt Instagram post, expressing gratitude for being part of such a historic time. "I'm profoundly grateful for this past year, not only for the places it took me but, more importantly, for the people I encountered along the way. 2024 will forever be remembered as a turning point for women's sports, a revolutionary shift. To have been a small part of capturing that is a privilege I will always cherish." This sentiment was warmly received by the athletes themselves. Caitlin Clark, the #1 pick in the 2024 WNBA draft by the Indiana Fever, echoed the excitement with a comment, "2025 let's get to it," signaling her optimism for the future. Kate Martin, selected 18th overall by the Las Vegas Aces, responded with supportive emojis, emphasizing the camaraderie they built during their college years. Their friendship and mutual respect have been a consistent narrative. Martin has been a vocal supporter of Clark's success, notably celebrating her recognition as Times Athlete of the Year for 2024. Sharing Clark's time cover on social media, Martin proudly captioned it, "The coolest," and added a personal note, "You are beautiful." Caitlin Clark's influence on basketball goes beyond her extraordinary talent on the court. Her ability to connect with fans and inspire young athletes has elevated women's basketball to a mainstream cultural phenomenon. Reflecting on this, Clark remarked, "These people aren't supporting women's sports to check a box. It's going to be the new normal." Her leadership and impact have fostered a renewed sense of hope and growth for the sport. As 2025 approaches, the momentum from 2024 sets the stage for an even brighter future. Athletes like Clark and Martin are not only redefining the sport but also inspiring a new generation of fans, players, and advocates. The transformative strides made in women's basketball this year serve as a foundation for continued progress, with the sport poised to reach even greater heights in the years to come. In a remarkable display of talent and determination, Juju Watkins has achieved a significant milestone in women's college basketball, surpassing former Iowa star Caitlin Clark and other NCAA legends. Watkins reached 1,000 career points in just 38 games, setting a new record for the fastest to this mark in USC history. This achievement has sparked widespread excitement among fans and analysts, who are eager to see how Watkins' career will unfold. Her rapid ascent in the sport has drawn comparisons to some of the game's greats, including Clark and Kelsey Plum. Many are now speculating about the potential for Watkins to challenge existing scoring records and leave a lasting impact on the NCAA women's basketball landscape. For a deeper insight into Juju Watkins' journey and her potential to become one of the best female college players, you might find the following video informative. In an extraordinary showcase of skill and determination, Juju Watkins has cemented her place in NCAA women's basketball history by achieving a significant milestone. The USC Trojans freshman phenom reached 1,000 career points in just 38 games, breaking records and setting a new standard for excellence in her program's history. This achievement positions her among the fastest players to reach this milestone in NCAA history, placing her in the company of legends like Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Plum. Watkins' accomplishment has electrified the basketball community, with fans and analysts alike marveling at her rapid ascent. Social media has been abuzz with praise for her exceptional talent, with many declaring that records don't stand a chance against her relentless scoring ability. Comparisons to established stars such as Clark, a former Iowa standout and current WNBA sensation, highlight Watkins' potential to reshape the NCAA record books. The rise of a phenomenon. Watkins has been a force since her collegiate debut, demonstrating her ability to score from anywhere on the court. Her versatility and poise under pressure have made her a nightmare for defenses and a must-watch player for fans. Analysts have noted her basketball IQ, coupled with her athleticism, as key factors that set her apart from her peers. Her journey to 1,000 points has not only been fast but also efficient. Averaging over 26 points per game, Watkins has consistently delivered for her team, often stepping up in critical moments. USC head coach Lindsey Gottlieb praised her star player, saying, "Juju is a generational talent. Her work ethic and commitment to excellence are unmatched." Fan and analyst reactions. The basketball community has not held back in celebrating Watkins' achievements. Fans have taken to social media to express their admiration, with some calling her the next big thing in women's basketball. Others have speculated on her ability to surpass records held by NCAA legends like Kelsey Plum, the NCAA's all-time leading scorer, and even Caitlin Clark, who redefined scoring standards during her college career. One fan tweeted, "Juju Watkins is on another level. Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Plum set the bar high, but Juju is leaping over it with ease. Future WNBA MVP in the making." What's next for Watkins? With the 2024 to 2025 season in full swing, Watkins shows no signs of slowing down. She has already led USC to several key victories, and her presence on the court has rejuvenated the program. The Trojans are now seen as strong contenders in the Pac-12, thanks to her contributions. As analysts speculate about her future, many believe Watkins has the potential to not only dominate at the collegiate level but also make a seamless transition to the WNBA. Her ability to break down defenses, combined with her scoring consistency, makes her one of the most exciting prospects in recent memory. Legacy in the making. Watkins' journey is far from over, but her impact on women's basketball is already being felt. She has inspired a new generation of young athletes who see her as proof that hard work and determination can lead to greatness. As the season progresses, all eyes will be on Juju Watkins to see if she can continue her record-breaking trajectory. With her sights set on even greater accomplishments, the future of women's basketball looks brighter than ever. Christy Sides, the former head coach of the Indiana Fever, has made headlines with her first public appearance following her termination from the team. Sides, who spent 2 seasons with the Fever, played a pivotal role in developing rookie sensation Caitlin Clark, the 2024 WNBA number 1 draft pick. Her departure has prompted widespread conversations about her impact on the team and what's next for both her and the franchise. Social media statement. After weeks of speculation, Sides broke her silence with a candid post on social media, stating, "Leave it better than you found it. Victory hand #." The message reflects her commitment to the team and her belief that she made a positive impact during her tenure. Many fans and players echoed this sentiment, expressing gratitude for her leadership and dedication. The decision to part ways. The Fever's management announced the coaching change shortly after the conclusion of the season. Despite a mid-season turnaround that saw the team make the playoffs for the first time in years, the organization decided to take a different direction, citing a need for bold moves to reach championship contention. In a statement, the team's general manager expressed gratitude for Sides' contributions, saying, "Christy played an integral role in laying the groundwork for this team's future. However, to achieve our ultimate goals, we believe a new direction is necessary." Caitlin Clark's rookie season under Sides. During Sides' tenure, Caitlin Clark emerged as a transformative player for the Fever. Clark's record-breaking rookie season included leading the league in scoring and becoming a fan favorite with her electrifying performances. Sides was instrumental in helping Clark transition seamlessly from college basketball to the professional stage, earning praise for her player-first approach. Clark shared her thoughts on Sides' departure, saying, "Coach Sides believed in me from day one. I'm grateful for her guidance and everything she did for this team." Discussions about successors. With Sides' departure, the search for a new head coach has intensified. One of the leading candidates is Stephanie White, a former Fever head coach and current coach of the Connecticut Sun. White previously led the